want all electric army tanks now. Think of this. So they want to have an army tank that's electric. You can't get it recharged. It doesn't go far enough. It doesn't go strong enough. But they want to have electric. So that we go into enemy territory. We will blast the shit out of everybody, but at least we will go in with environmentally nice equipment. Now, do you believe it? No, can you believe it? Then they want to have our jet fighters. Our jet fighters are the best way to go. They can make a turn on the size of a dime. Boom, boom. They want to use fuel that's a little bit better for the environment. So that as we're attacking some country, trying to devastate some country because they've been bad to us, we go in, we're dropping bombs all over the place, but at least we're not leaving any environmental footprint. These people are crazy. And the problem is, I stopped it because they came to see me. Sir, we have a new fighter jet. We think it's environmentally friendly. I said, who cares if you're dropping bombs all over the place? You're shooting everybody.
I have a friend of mine that really loves Trump, man, and I see why he loves this guy. He's funny and some things he says are very controversial. Let's keep watching.
Please, can someone help explain how on this flight the moon is below the horizon by quite some way?
Is that the sun? Man.
Hello, Mr. Musk. My name is Alex Perez. I really like your jacket today, and so it kind of got me thinking, has Tesla ever thought about going into the motorcycle business?
Yeah, I actually used to ride motorcycles when I was a kid, and I was like dirt biking for like 8 years or something, and then had a road bike until I was 17 and was almost killed by a truck. So we're not going to do motorcycles.
Oh, I was wondering, but no,
I think this is a really interesting take.
Architecture changed completely, and it went from designs that complemented the landscape around them to a kind of architecture that clearly hates people, that is designed to oppress the human spirit and make people feel without value, worthless. I think if you brought someone from the streets of Tokyo to the Cotswolds and said, what do you think of that building? He would say, that's beautiful, because beauty is inherent. Every person recognizes beauty. A Shinto temple in Kyoto, I recognize it immediately as beautiful, because it is. It's consistent with the symmetry of nature.
Municipal and state buildings were once plainly an expression of a contract between the people and their government of a good faith relationship.
I think that. I just thought that. I walked up with my wife in the rain on a village hall, and I thought, whoever built that cared about the people. It was built by the people who live there for the people who live there, and they loved the people who live there because they were related to them or knew them. It was built by peasants without machines.
If God is the standard of beauty, the further away a society gets from God, the uglier it becomes. If you agree, click follow or subscribe for more.
Yo, might that be the reason why all this crazy environmental stuff has been going on? The floods, the extreme sun, all that. Yo, maybe people have gone away further from God. And God is love. So maybe love has gone down in the world, and violence and chaos has gone up. We need to correct that. Please share love from wherever you are. Around you, just do a good deed of love. That way we shall have a better world, a better looking world, a beautiful world. Wouldn't you want to live in a more beautiful world where there's no this chaos of floods and insane environmental accidents, all that stuff? Man, love people, love the environment. Keep watching, watch till the end. Good vibes only.
What you think is nothing more than just rocks are but the fractions of what remains of the massive forest that once swept this realm. There was far more oxygen back then, and these were the trees that helped produce it. We have been told so many lies from the moment we stepped foot in a classroom. From a very early age, it seems we were told what everything wasn't. And with that, it's quite easy to hide things in plain sight. It's hard to see the forest through the trees, they say. In this case, it's hard to see the massive forest through the little trees. We were never told to look anywhere else. But just open your eyes and imagine what was. It is no coincidence. Every ancient civilization, every religion, the world over, all talked about these world trees. Just look how Cairo, Egypt used to be depicted in maps. Pyramids built right on top of them. Most likely harnessing the energy right from those massive world trees. History is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon. Question everything, friends.
Yo,
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest. It didn't happen. It could have been scary. Circuit breaker. Oh, I'm glad somebody helps me. We came back inside after kicking up dust and picking up some rocks. And of course we had to send them up the ladder because that'd be hazardous carrying a big rock box up the ladder. So we thought of that ahead of time. And we had a clothesline on a pulley so we could send that down. I sent the camera down to Neil so he could take my picture getting on down there. But then it was there so we could hook the rock box on there. That's why I got in first, see, so he could be the guy putting the rock box and I would pull it up inside the cabin. So we tracked a lot of dust inside. But then we were supposed to tidy up, and tidy up means get rid of stuff you don't need so you won't be as heavy to lift off. Well, the backpacks were pretty heavy. So we got in, we had to pressurize the cabin, disconnect from the backpack, hook up to the spacecraft system, and then depressurize again and throw the backpacks over. Now, there was a seismometer experiment out there, and the people back in Houston could hear those backpacks hitting the ground. They actually said they thought they could hear us on the seismometer bouncing around on the moon. I don't think so. We could see the tracks 40 years later with film. Okay, so we get back in, and we pressurized the cabin twice, and that's taking high pressure and low pressure. You guys in thermodynamics or something like that, it gets cold when you do that. Well, it got quite cold twice, so we tried to sleep, and it was very cold. Turned the heat up, put the suits on with the visors. Well, we had the suits on, put the visors over, and I said, I take dibs on the floor. You know what dibs means. I volunteered to sleep on the floor. It was nice and flat there. And Neil sat down on the top of the engine cover. And Neil leaned back, and he was satisfied with that. So, of course, I put my head on the right side, which is my side. The commander's side is the left pilot and commander, or co-pilot. So I looked down, and with all this sort of dust, there was something that didn't look like it belonged there. It was a circuit breaker, broken circuit breaker, the end of it. You know what that means, I can see. Now, you have circuit breakers, so you pull them out if you don't want to have that system accidentally go, like jettison the parachutes at the wrong time. So now I got a broken one down here, I wonder what it is. So I got up, turned the light on, looked along a rows of circuit breakers, and there was one that looked like, for sure, it had a circuit breaker sticking out, but not anymore. It was broken off. Wonder what it said in letters. Engine arm. Ah, that's the one, when you get ready to land, you got to push it in so the engine will work, and after you land, you pull it out, because you don't want that or the ascent engine to the ascent engine. Yeah, you got to have the circuit breaker in for that to work. That's the one that gets us back in orbit and gets us home. We missed a great line. Houston, we got a problem.
What are your thoughts on that guy's story? Huh?
It's currently 1 a.m. and I need help right now. Do not judge me. I got this virus where when I'm using Google Chrome, it takes me to Yahoo.
That doesn't look good at all. Whatever you do, please do not restart your computer. Hi, I'm an ethical hacker and a developer at a company that I can't tell the name since it's like top secret information. And I have a coding master's at Yale University. So what you saw in that video is really not good news. It's something I like to call the cycle of doom in hacking. So before, when I wasn't an ethical hacker, I would sadly do something like this to people that I didn't like. So whenever they tried to open their bank accounts, their emails, I would send them to another site. Not a good thing. That was me like 15 years ago. I'm a changed person. But essentially, what this hacker did was actually really smart, and I haven't seen this done in like a really long time. So he used a type of code, I'm trying to put this in layman's terms so everyone can understand. He used a type of code that overrode what like a programming on your computer. So every time you put a website, it just took you to Google. So he used the binary of 101010. That's very important to universally adapt and disrupt the code in your computer as he transferred the information into Yahoo. I hope I'm making sense. So essentially the
Well, you can have a degree in something and still not know the whereabouts of it in real life. You see, like me, I have a degree in electrical, and fixing a television can bring a problem to me at times. Now that woman, do you think she knows anything about hacking or ones and zeros or that? Or maybe it's a friend of hers or a boyfriend that knows. Either way, it doesn't matter. She's an incredible human. Also, too, you're an incredible human. And please, let's keep watching these videos and share your thoughts about that woman. Do you know about hacking? The hackers out there, is she making sense? I don't think so, but you share.
Here we go, guys. Quite a good example for you on how to deal with a strange dog if one day you really have to, and believe me, you will. You're either walking on the streets and you come across a strange dog. You're visiting a friend's house, you come across a strange dog. Or you have to go fetch something from someone's house, you come across a strange dog. It happens, guys. And it's very important that you remain calm. Like this guy did. The other two guys were a bit nervous, were starting to back off a bit too quick, but the first guy in the front did a great job. He remained calm, he backed off slowly, he gave the dog a command, which is very important. One of the best commands is to shout at the dog, sit. Everybody teaches dogs that. And they backed off slowly, they didn't run, jump up and down, scream. If they did do something stupid like that, it would have activated the dog's prey drive, especially running, and it would have bitten one of them. But because they dealt with the situation well, nothing happened. But I love how that cane corso was protecting his garden. Brilliant job.
The point is that Dogecoin was invented as a joke, as essentially to make fun of cryptocurrency, and that's why I think there's like an argument like fate loves irony. Like the most entertaining outcome is the most what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right? Wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
To the moon.
It's the people's.
Helping a dark family cross 10 lanes. Okay, now this is interesting. This is a very, very good gesture by these lovely humans here that decided to help these ducks to cross the road. Which country is this? Oh, I don't know which country this is, but just looking, but English people, if you know, you can please tell us. This is a very good thing. This is very good. If you show love like this every day, imagine how it could be. The universe could be a better place. People even could not be killing animals. There could be no poaching and all that things that harm the animals or the environment. It could be so cool living with the universe in peace. It could be like Eden back then or Zootopia. Who knows, man? Yo, guys, I think love is a very good thing, and love is what will connect us one day together and help us to achieve incredible stuff. Whoa. The universe will surely reward these guys here. This is very interesting. I love this. So, watch this video till the end, and man, imagine everybody around you loved you the same way you love yourself. Even that guy that you hate so much, if you hate anyone, which is not good, or that guy that you think is not cool, loves you as much as you love yourself. How could the world be? And you love them back equally.
Have you ever heard the side job?
Oh, yo. Somebody, nobody, everybody. Shout out love, lots of love from this side. Thanks for watching up to this far, and keep it tuned for another fire episode. We out.